All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1067, Daniel's case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, it looks like Miss Daniels brought this case before the court. And what's your name, sir?
Michael.
All right. Michael, well, what's your last name? I don't want to call you by your first name.
Clough. Michael
Clough. All right, Mr. Clough. It looks as though you were brought to court
unwillingly.
To be put on child support, but
right.
She's not here.
She's never here, Your Honor. She never shows up.
All right, so tell me what's going on. Well, you know she brought you here for you to pay child support. So
right.
What's going on with you all's situation?
I mean, not too long ago, she dropped the kids off. She was in a strange vehicle saying she was about to come up on some money, and I haven't seen her since, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm taking care of these kids. I got to go to work. I can't, you know, they my kids. I had them, I made them, but, you know, I got to go to work. You know?
Okay. How many kids are we talking?
5.
5 kids? She dropped out 5 kids with you?
5 kids, Your Honor. No
and
clothes,
kept going.
no nothing.
Who was driving the car? Could you see?
I couldn't see.
Crazy courtroom moment. A father is dragged into court for child support, but the mother doesn't even show up. The wild part? She disappeared 2 months ago after dropping off 5 kids. No car seats, no diapers, no plan, just vague promises of money. And then she vanished. Since that day, this dad has been holding everything down by himself. No contact, no help. The judge sits there stunned, watching a man who isn't a deadbeat, just a father in survival mode. 5 kids, a full-time job, solo parenting, and still, he shows up to court. This sets the stage. One parent vanishes, and the other is left carrying it all. The struggle is real. The tension is thick. The court watches it unfold. He didn't come to dodge child support. He's already carrying the weight alone. No excuses, just pure survival in action.
What you mean?
I mean, you know, these women get with these strange guys and, you know, they give them this false hope. And so she was in some kind of old Cutlass with some 20s on it, and she rode off in the sunset. Haven't seen her since.
And all 5 of the kids were in that car?
All 5 of them sitting on each other's laps.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my gosh. Are any of the kids in car seats or should be in car seats?
No car seats. My youngest kid didn't even have any diapers, you know, and you know, I called my mom and asked her. She said no, so I had to do what I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long ago did that happen?
Like 2 months ago.
2 months?
2 months ago.
Have you heard from her at all?
Haven't heard from her at all. I sent her some texts when I got the letter about coming to court, but
right.
I haven't heard anything since.
Okay. Did she tell you she was going to bring you to court for child support?
She did. She did. And then she dropped the kids off, and I haven't seen her since.
Okay. So what was the conflict? Like, what happened for you all to get to the point to where she said, I'm going to file child support on you?
Well, I was working out of town, Your Honor, and I was sending her about $500 a week, but she wasn't satisfied with that. She felt like she should have $2,000 a week, and I just couldn't do it, Your Honor. I couldn't survive off giving her that much money, and, you know, I tried to work it out with her, and then I ended up getting a letter in the mail, which I thought was crazy.
This dad was already sending $500 a week, but the mom demanded $2,000. That number would crush him financially. When he couldn't pay that insane amount, she filed for child support and then disappeared. Meanwhile, he's paying every bill with zero assistance. Working as a cook at McDonald's. Raising 5 kids on his own. The judge asks all the right questions. The dad's answers? Honest, raw, humble. No drama, no complaints, just facts. The energy in the courtroom shifts. People realize this man isn't here to dodge responsibility. He's already overwhelmed. His job barely covers basic needs, but he's still grinding, doing everything he can. Respect builds quickly in the room. This moment shows how hard real life hits, and that sometimes the person dragged into court is already carrying the entire load.
Assistance or anything?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. I pay for everything.
Okay, you pay for health insurance and everything like that?
All of it. All of it. And I work at McDonald's, Your Honor. I can't afford that, you know. 5 kids, McDonald's salary. It's hard out here.
Okay. So you're in management?
No, I work on the line. I'm a cook.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Best cook out here.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't eat at McDonald's, otherwise I'll put your cooking skills to the test.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but you cook other stuff, right? You can cook outside of
Oh, yeah,
what
I
you
cook
make.
other stuff outside of work.
Okay, all right. You do like private in-home stuff, so like if me and my husband needed a private chef,
No,
you could
you
do
and your
that.
husband don't want the stuff I cook, Your Honor.
What you cook?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that in the courtroom right now.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Right.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, but you know what? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Okay, all right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and dismiss this case.
I appreciate that.
No
I
problem.
left them in the car, so I really do got to get back out there.
You left them by themselves?
What a dog watching them.
There's a dog watching the kids in the
Yeah,
car.
the dog watching.
Is it like a German Shepherd? I have a German Shepherd.
No, it's a poodle, but he's trained to watch the kids.
So you left the poodle with the kids?
Yeah, the kids. Yeah.
How old is the oldest child?
11.
Well, I guess that's not too bad. How old is the youngest child?
2.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad, but
Yeah.
let me hurry up and get you out of here so you can go back and...
A little humor enters the scene, but the grind stays real. The judge asks if he does private cooking gigs on the side. His response? Let's just say his cooking might not get 5 stars, but he's trying everything he can. The courtroom laughs, but under that laughter, pressure most people can't even imagine. This man isn't just flipping burgers. He's flipping his entire life upside down to raise and feed 5 kids. The judge sees it too. Behind every joke is a man exhausted, but pushing through. He's using every skill, every opportunity just to make it work. The humor lightens the room, but the reality never disappears. The weight he carries would crush most people, but he's standing tall. This moment proves, behind every laugh, there's struggle, determination, and survival mode in full effect. No help, no breaks, just hustle and heart.
Right. If she wants to refile it in the future.
Right.
That's not saying that she will get what she's looking for, but she does have the right to do that. I just want to make sure that you understand that.
Right. Well, I don't think she'll show up anytime soon. She went to Miami to get a BBL, so...
What's a BBL?
It's where, they take the fat from the stomach and put it in the butt. Yeah.
Oh.
So
like plastic surgery?
I guess. I mean, I seen a picture. It was 10 or 12 of them in wheelchairs at the airport, so...
Okay. Well, all
We're in the
right.
wrong business, you know?
Maybe so. I need to be one of those doctors.
Right.
Okay. Well, Mr. Clough, if there is nothing further, you are free to leave and get to the car to get with those kids, okay?
Right. I'm going to get there right now.
All right.
The judge dismisses the case, and it's crystal clear why. This dad is doing everything on his own. The mom couldn't even bother to show up. But here comes the wildest twist. He left the kids in the car being watched by a poodle. The oldest is just 11. The youngest? Only 2. He's racing through court, trying to handle everything. The courtroom bursts into laughter, but behind the humor is pure desperation. He's not careless, just juggling the impossible. And then the final bombshell. The mom went to Miami for a BBL. She left her 5 kids behind to get cosmetic surgery, and now she's in a wheelchair recovering. The judge's reaction says it all. Disbelief, then humor. You picked the wrong career, he jokes. Maybe you should have been a surgeon, not a cook. The father rushes out back to his kids. And that loyal poodle. Real-life chaos. Part comedy, part tragedy.